Japanese people don't necessarily discriminate against foreigners, but so you put it here.
Oh, okay.
And if you like wasabi, I like wasabi, so I put it here as well.
Interesting.
Mix it.
Okay.
I think social media is one of the easiest way to make money right now. If you want to start, do it today. Do it this week. Because
After you end the video,
yeah,
start now.
Because you.
Okay, hey, what's up, guys? So here am I in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan, with Takashi
From Japan.
from Japan, right? So, do you mind introducing yourself to the people? He's gonna show me around today, right, in his neighborhoods. So, tell him who you are, Takashi.
So I make videos on YouTube for people who want to come to Japan. And I'm Japanese, born and raised in Japan. Originally from Nagoya,
Nagoya.
Which is like 90 minutes from Tokyo. And I moved to Tokyo at age of 18. Since then, I'm 24 now, so like 6-7 years living here. Yeah, and now I live near Shibuya. So this is my neighborhood as well.
Okay.
And yeah, it's basically west side of Tokyo, right? And
west
I
side.
don't really know much about east side of Tokyo, which is like Asakusa, Tokyo Skytree,
Ah.
or Roppongi. You know what I mean? Tokyo Station. I don't really know much about those areas, but I
Okay.
know this area.
Okay, and you said it's called Oku-Shibuya.
Oku-Shibuya. So Oku means in Japanese is behind.
Behind.
So Shibuya is right there, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna go, behind Shibuya, which
Yeah.
is like 10 minutes walk from Shibuya's crossing, and then it's a lot chill, a lot calm,
Yeah.
but still like it's trendy and lots of
Okay.
nice coffee shop and stuff. And like this is an example. So
Okay.
this is called OL. So I think it's coffee shop or craft beer shop
Okay.
by Oslo.
Do you go there?
Sometimes with our
Sometimes.
friends, yeah.
Okay, okay. I like these quaint streets, I call them, right? It looks, you got people walking by, it's kind of close, not very busy,
So chill.
right?
So chill.
Yes, that's
But
the
can you
word.
imagine? It's like a 10 minutes walk from Shibuya crossing.
Yeah.
It's a
Night and day.
Yeah, it's the most crowded place in Japan. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then 10 minutes walk, it's here.
Yeah,
So,
true,
yeah,
night
that's
and
why I
day,
like it, yeah.
in terms of comparison.
Lots of cool izakaya and stuff, but
Okay.
it's not franchise. It's more like individual.
Mom and pop shop.
Yeah, exactly. Like this, like this. Oh, this is the famous katsudon restaurant.
Ah,
That's why people are waiting.
have you been there before?
No one.
No? So why haven't you tried? Why haven't you visited?
I just don't think it's worth waiting. When it comes to eating something, I don't want to wait to eat
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay. But is it good? Is it good? Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. But I'm sure it's
Okay.
good because every time I walk here,
Yeah.
like more than 10 people,
But,
waiting.
but you know what? I went to a ramen show before, many years ago, like maybe 2018 or 2017, I think, somewhere
Yeah.
there. And there was a line at one truck. It was long. I'm like, yo, this must be good.
Okay.
So I waited in the line.
You tried?
But I got there, but I never liked it. So so what I think is, I think the palate is different. So sometimes maybe the locals like it because they're used to that type of food. But as a foreigner, maybe for me, it's not. My palate is not, is not accustomed to it.
It's
But I
op-
love ramen though.
It's opposite when it comes to Ichiran.
It's really.
I mean, like
I'm not a fan.
No,
I'm
I
not-
mean like only tourists line up, right? There's no Japanese people. There's no Japanese people, right?
You know what? You know why? I think because online,
Yeah.
before people come to Japan, people hype it up a lot. They talk
Exactly,
about it. But I'm
exactly.
not a, like, I've tried it once. That was it.
I mean, when it comes to taste, it's not really good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not really good. But like customer service, it's so unique, right? Like when you
Yeah,
you
true.
buy the vending machine and then you wait, and there's a barrier between
Yeah,
customers, and then you can't see the clerk's face and stuff, right? So I think
True.
it's more maybe it's more about unique experience.
Yeah.
you know what I
Than
mean?
the cuisine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, true. So I know that you're in, you do YouTube, right? And you interview a lot of people.
Yep.
So I want to ask you about, well, I'm a black person, of course, and like this channel is the Black Experience Japan, right? So I want you to give me from your perspective what you think Japanese people think about black people, or the general view.
So I have two things to say. So one, I think this is my personal opinion. I think Japanese people don't necessarily discriminate against foreigners, but they stare at you. It's super rare to be a foreigner in Japan. It's so homogeneous. So when it comes to black people, I don't know. Let's say in Western country, maybe you get profiled as a black person.
Yeah.
But in Japan, I think it's not about black person or something like that. It's more about being non-Japanese, being not looking I'm not looking as a Japanese person. So even if you speak Japanese, even if you born raised in Japan, as long as you look different, people stare at you. People see you as differently. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when it comes to black people, I think past 10 years, 5 years especially, hip hop culture is getting so popular here.
Really?
Like 10 years ago, the Billboard chart in Japan, you never see rap music, you never see hip hop music. But now, if you see that, top 10, at least 3, 4, it's hip hop music,
Really? Wow, interesting.
So, but it's really interesting because hip hop and Japan, it never matches. So
Okay.
hip hop, for me, my understanding, hip hop is like, being project or like being, like
From the inner city or the ghetto or maybe
exactly too rich, right? But in Japan, there's no people like that.
Okay.
You know what I
see.
mean? There's no ghetto. There's no street people. I mean, there is, but like compared to America, compared to whatever other countries.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I think it's interesting. So can we talk about hip hop a little bit more?
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
for me, what I think is interesting is if you want to grab, show off, like
brag,
yeah,
right?
grab,
Yeah.
yeah. You need to kill someone in the States, or you need to go to jail.
Or to be tough, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But in Japan, as long as you smoke weed or something like that, you're crazy, you're different. You know what I mean?
I
That's
see.
interesting, right?
Ah,
'Cause in
okay.
the States, if you smoke weed, people are not gonna see you. Oh, you're a street guy or something like that. But in Japan, people see you like that because it's illegal.
Ah, I
and then
see.
people think weed is like same as cocaine, same as like heroin or
Yeah.
crystal meth.
It's just
or
a
something.
drug like
yeah,
anything
exactly.
else.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
So
interesting.
it's interesting. Like, so especially I listen US hip hop, especially I listen Japanese hip hop as well. So the way they show off their badness, it's so different. Yeah, it's so
Okay.
different. 'Cause
So the standards are different.
exactly,
Okay.
there's a beef in between Japanese rappers, but people they're not gonna die.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
But yeah,
So because of the perception
Yeah.
of this a certain type of lifestyle,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't gravitate toward like
Exactly.
hip hop. Because okay,
And
interesting.
one more question. I want to ask you to the people who's watching this video,
Yeah.
especially black people. So if you walk around in Shibuya, central Tokyo, trendy area in Japan, some Japanese people have dreadlocks, right?
I've seen it.
Like so I don't know. For me, like
You're wondering if it's
yeah, I mean, like
cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
or-
I mean, because I'm Japanese, so I don't
Yeah.
have right. I don't have right to say something about it because I never do that. Personally, and I don't have any friends like that. But I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
So the question is like, do black people accept this and stuff like that?
I think I did an interview with a guy that is a manga artist. He's American. He's a
Okay.
black guy. He actually makes manga. Came here and learned about it, right? And so he was talking about the difference between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation, right? So it really depends on the motivation behind what the person is doing. Because someone could be enamored or love a culture, and because they love it, they want to be a part of it, right? So, like maybe like a foreigner wearing like a kimono, maybe, right? Or
Yeah.
because you like it, right? So I think some people might have the wrong motives, and some people might have they might just admire because I'm Jamaican, and like that's where it originated from,
Right,
like popularized, etc.
So you can judge them by looking at them, just by looking at them.
Yeah, because you don't know, right? I think
need
you
to-
have to talk. You have
okay.
to ask the person why, right? Because the thing is, each culture has something special, I think, and unique. And someone from a different culture might love something in another culture. Like a lot of people love Japanese culture, right? So if you fall in love with Japanese culture in Jamaica or America or Africa or somewhere, right? Or Europe, and you want to partake in it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to exploit it, right? But if someone loves the culture but not the people and they're trying to exploit it, that might be a problem. So people might be like, well, you love our culture but you don't love us, right? And you're just using it to advance your own self. People might look at it a certain way, right? So I think that's what it is. So it's all about the heart posture, the motivation behind it, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments, yo.
Yeah, in the comment right down below. So what about generally? Well, I think you probably answered the first one because I was gonna ask about foreigners overall, but you're just saying it's mostly just being different. So okay, do you think the perception is changing? Like you said, hip hop is changing. What about the general perception with foreigners in Japan? And is there a difference between the older Japanese people and younger Japanese people in terms of acceptance?
So I interview lots of elder people as well. So for me, not really. People say that Japanese elders are kind of racist and stuff like that. But I agree, yes and no, because I think, of course, they tend to be like a little bit more closed mindset, but it really depends your situation, right?
Okay.
I interviewed so many Japanese elders who really welcome foreigners, and I know some young people who hate foreigners.
Okay.
But for me, when Japanese people hate foreigners, it's not about Westerns. It's about Chinese and Korean and Southeast Asian. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Just because it's close. You know what I mean? So Japan and the Western countries are so far. So you know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's true, but like people say that like British people don't like America, French people don't like British and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just because they're close.
Yeah.
So Japanese people I would say don't really care. Don't really care about Westerns because it's far. No business. But Chinese, Koreans, other Asian people, because we have lots of problem.
Yeah.
Politically.
Do you think it's the history? Maybe it's the history,
100%,
right?
100%. And then people in South Korea, China, also some people hate Japan as well, right? So, like it's not just that, but
Yeah.
But Taiwan, people love Taiwan here. Just because Taiwanese love Japan.
Because Taiwan's what?
Taiwanese love Japan.
Ah, I see.
Taiwanese
Okay.
loves Japanese people,
Yeah.
so Japanese people love Taiwan. You know what I
see.
mean? So it never go from one side, right? It's
Yeah.
all both.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I think it's because of the history, right? Like in America, for instance, like black people and white people, the history of that history. Maybe in Japan because the history with maybe like China, South Korea, and just different countries like that, right? Because close by neighbors and there's conflict.
Yeah.
So I think that's why. So
Yeah.
there's no history really
Exactly.
with certain countries apart from
Yeah, when I went to Europe, like I noticed that there's some conflict between Italy or Spain, between North Africa, like Morocco and stuff, because of the immigrant and stuff. So just because they are so close, so they tend to have
conflict.
conflict and problem.
Yeah.
Right? So
Interesting. So have we passed any interesting
my
food
favorite
spot?
as well.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. What's it called?
Huguren.
Ah, okay. So tell me, what do they sell there?
During the day, it's coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's so chill. It's nice. And then at night, it turns out the cocktail bar.
Ah,
It's so
okay.
cool. It's so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. So I guess
So you never see this in Central Shibuya, right?
I've never seen
Like
it.
it's too kind of private. You know what I mean?
I see.
Basically, we're in the neighborhood called Tomigaya.
Tomikaya.
Tomigaya it's one of the Oku-Shibuya.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still like 10 minutes walk from Central Shibuya, and very residential. Yeah, but
Okay.
people live this area tend to be like me, like creative people, YouTubers or designer or whatever. You see lots of tattooed people. You see lots of people during the day, weekdays, getting coffee, not
Okay.
wearing suits. So what I mean? It's a little bit different.
Like an entrepreneur's
Yeah, exactly.
spot. What's up? How you doing? I'm in the middle of an interview now still, but I'm filming, but bless up. All is well? All right, nice. Yeah, all right, take care.
Fujisoba? Have you been to Fujisoba?
Where? No.
No?
I haven't.
It's one of the biggest franchise in
Yeah.
Japan. So when it comes to convenience,
Yeah.
you gotta go to big franchise, right? Because it's faster, it's quicker, and everything.
Yeah.
Certain quality. But I don't know. There are certain places that I really like in Shibuya, Shinjuku, but like because of tourists.
Yeah.
Especially Shibuya. Even if I have a specific favorite place.
Yeah.
There's a long line all the time.
I see,
24/7, 24/7,
Okay. Yes.
So, yeah, that affects me a little bit.
So where would you? Is there somewhere that you would say to people to visit, like foreigners, like any recommendation that maybe is not well known for people to try?
Shimokitazawa. I think it's still underrated.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Shimokitazawa?
like there are some tourists, but I think many people missing out still.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But it's still like 5-minute train from Shibuya.
Really?
It's 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes train from Shinjuku. It's still convenient.
Okay.
It's in Setagaya district, and Setagaya is
Interesting.
It's izakaya, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Oku-Shibuya.
as a foreigner, right, you might come to Japan, you don't really know anything, really, you might watch a few videos, get some ideas, but is there something like an experience maybe that Japanese people enjoy that foreigners might not know that you might say, you know what, maybe they need to try this, or is there anything?
So if you like nightlife, don't go clubbing
Okay,
in
good.
Japan, in Tokyo. I wouldn't say it's bad, but like I think it's not great.
Okay,
Yeah, as one of the biggest city in the world. You know what I mean?
okay, so what would you recommend?
Izakaya,
Izakaya, okay.
all night drinking until 4 a.m.
Okay.
So it's called nomihodai.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
nomihodai, right? So all you can drink.
Yeah.
And then like 2,000 yen, 3,000 yen, all you can drink all night, which is like $20 or something, right?
Okay.
And then you can get lots of alcohol that you wouldn't get in your home country, like highball とか
I see.
lemon sour とか
Oh, I see.
like it's I guess it's only Japan, right? Like highball. you know?
Yeah, I've never seen that overseas.
Lemon sour とか like it's very
What about if you don't drink, right? Because like for myself, I don't drink, right? So it's like in the
If you don't
there's
drink?
nothing to do like maybe,
okay if you don't drink.
like just eating food somewhere or what?
あ
Go bowling.
あなるほどちょっと待って I would say I recommend museums. I think
Museums,
I think
but nighttime though.
in general I think
Okay,
museums in Tokyo is still underrated.
Oh, okay.
I think
okay.
yeah I mean let's say Barcelona is famous for that as well. Barcelona or like Paris are famous for its museum and stuff like that. But I think Tokyo has really good museums, and I think people still don't really know.
I
And then
see.
me personally, I do like going to museum stuff, and then I went to lots of places in Paris, Barcelona, many places in Europe. But still, Tokyo also like has good quality of museums.
Okay.
Yeah, especially like near Roppongi area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So after a little while of walking, we finally arrived at the Fuji Soba.
Tell me about the food.
Soba.
Okay, this is soba.
そば、これはカツカレー、ポーク、
Pork.
多分
Oh, and then is that tamago? Egg?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
pork and egg and rice
Exactly.
and the pickles.
Yeah,
Okay.
very simple, but it's convenient.
What do you like about it?
It's convenient. I come here a lot by myself.
Does it
You
taste
know.
good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. So how do you eat the soba? Because I like ramen, but I like udon, but I'm not a fan of soba. But maybe you can show me
Like-
how to do it to make it. Yeah.
So like this, and then. So you put it here,
Oh, okay.
and if you like wasabi, I like wasabi, so I put it here as well.
Interesting.
Mix it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I can put it all of it, like this. And then stay up. Yeah. And then just eat.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
And it's okay to make noise when you eat, right?
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can do that in the States, right?
Yeah, well, Canada, yeah.
Oh, you can do that in Canada.
So you know what? When I was in Canada, right, I told them that I like Japanese culture. So they brought me to a Japanese restaurant. That's before I actually came to Japan the first time. So I never knew what wasabi was. So they introduced me to it, and I took a fork and stuck it in, and took a big chunk of it and had it.
And you got
Bro,
nose.
my whole
and
face.
you
they laughed.
got nose.
Yeah, my nose was my ears, my face, and they were laughing at me, bro. Yeah.
Do you like it?
Wasabi?
Yeah, in general. After that.
No, I hated it after that because I took a lot, yeah, like a lot of it. Like I took it like it was rice. I took that much.
But you gotta give it a try, maybe.
So now it's like maybe a little bit, but not too much. Well, so we're gonna try. But the way that you just showed me this, if you never showed me, I wouldn't have known to mix
to
the
eat.
to mix the onions and the wasabi. So we're gonna try that. Can y'all see me? Hopefully, you can see me over here. It's kind of far. Or you wanna? Oh, is it cold?
Yeah,
This is cold, but
yeah,
this is
cold.
warm. Is this warm?
No, it's cold.
It's cold
Yeah.
as well. Okay. I want to bring this closer. I don't know. I got time. All right, so we're gonna do this. I should just put all this inside here, right? All right. Cool. So there we go. So I'm putting that in, right, and then
Yep.
stir it around. Okay, stirring that wasabi. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but let's see. Oh, what's your favorite English word? I know it's a weird question.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
I think it's the word sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's actually sophisticated. You know what I mean? The sound. You know, it sounds really cool. You know what I mean?
You know which one of my Japanese I like chichue.
Chichi.
Isn't it chichue? Like
Chichue?
like how they call it father. Like,
Chichiwe.
yeah, I like that. I like that
Too
word.
formal.
Yeah, I know.
No one uses it.
I like that word though. I've heard it in like in TV shows and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it's a really cool name. I like that sound. Sounds sophisticated.
Yeah. English is interesting.
Yeah.
How much do you speak Japanese?
Survival, I call it. I'm not fluent.
You can survive?
Yeah, I'm not fluent.
Oh yeah, I mean you travel by yourself in Japan. So
Yeah, but-
you gotta use it.
I don't think it's good at all. Hold up.
But I think it's hard to, even if you live in Japan, it's hard to learn Japanese, right? You really be careful with your, with your circumstance, with your with your people, where you live and stuff, Because I know so many people who live in Japan. Oh, it's good.
Good.
I know so many people who live in Japan cannot learn Japanese. I mean, they can learn Japanese.
It might be the time. I think they don't have the time. Maybe they work and then, because I was going to language school here. We were like 5 days per week. And like, what was it? 4 hours, 4 hours per day. So it was a lot of commitment, right? So if you're like working and doing certain things, it's hard, right? And then self-study take a long time. So I think that's what it is. So my advice would be to learn it before coming to Japan, actually.
If they have time. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't
That's
that fan of soba, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Maybe it's the way I'm doing it. Maybe the way you showed me to do it. Mixing the wasabi and it's actually not bad at all. So I take that back. I said I never liked soba, but it can go on.
I like Japan because you can have a good quality food like this. It's not great. It's not it's not fancy at all, but it's great. But you can get like $6 or $7 or something.
Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah.
It's great, right?
What do you like about overseas? Any culture you like? You're fascinated by, or
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? Oh, okay.
Not necessarily Netherlands because I've only been to Amsterdam, so I say Amsterdam. But
What do you like about it?
I feel the same way in Japan. And I feel the same way in Amsterdam, the way I feel in Japan. It's that because of the safety, the quality life, everything. So
Interesting.
I say that Amsterdam is a mix of Bangkok and Tokyo. The safety, cleanness, with the craziness of Bangkok. So I think it's really interesting. Amsterdam is really interesting.
Long time no see.
久しぶり. I interviewed him before.
Oh,
Yeah, he speaks Japanese too.
okay.
Is it live?
Video recording.
Go ahead.
Maybe you can talk, it's fine.
Yeah?
Just real life. Yeah, interesting. So when you went to Amsterdam, do you see like homeless people on the road, like homeless? No?
Not really.
Oh,
not really.
no one like strung out on drugs, walking funny?
Not really,
really?
but I smell, I all the time smell, of the drugs.
Marijuana?
Marijuana.
Oh. Okay. I've never been.
Oh, but it's so small. I think it's less than 1 million population, right? I think it's one of the smallest famous cities in Japan, in the world, I think.
Okay.
It's less than one. I feel like it's just Shibuya in Tokyo. You know what I mean? It's so small.
Have you been to Jamaica? Do you know about Jamaica?
I will.
You know about it? Do you know about Jamaica? Very little?
Bob Marley, marijuana, Rasta, but that's it. So I know the name of people and sing things,
Yeah.
but I don't know much about
Yeah.
inside. You know what I mean?
That's a stereotype, right? It's the same thing when you think about like
Sushi,
foreigners, right? Yeah.
sushi and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a stereotype, yeah.
But what's in there?
Because-
What's in there?
Because a lot of I don't do drugs. I've never smoked. I'm not, I
Okay.
don't do any of that type of stuff. People usually think all Jamaicans smoke, and I'm like, nah, I don't. I never smoke.
Is it in the culture though? No, really? Not even in
I don't know if
the
it's a culture thing. It's like maybe like Rastafari, like
okay.
that group of people all overdo it. I think it's kind of legal now. I think a certain quantity, but before it wasn't. But not everyone smoke, and it's not encouraged in Jamaica either. But yeah, okay. Let me just eat so we can.
Yeah, people here drink a lot though, right? And drinking culture in Japan is huge. It's huge, and I didn't really like that part because I don't really drink personally. So you know, yeah. And then
Why do you think it's why do you think it's a large? Is it because of the work? It's hard.
work collectivism. You know, so if your friends say let's drink, you gotta drink. And if you, especially if your boss say let's drink, you gotta drink, right? You cannot say no, basically.
Really?
I mean, like, you can, but like, you're gonna be the one, you're gonna be the like weird one in the office and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people see you differently if you say no. I've heard that it's the same as it's same in the Korea as well. In Korea as well, but drinking culture is like actually huge, and then if you can drink, it's a lot easier to make friends in Japan. I mean,
Interesting.
I'm not saying like, you know, it's impossible if you don't drink, but like it's a lot easier. Yeah. Cause yeah.
Question. I saw an interview with you when you said you never wanted to be a salaryman.
Yep.
So what was that like? What's the salaryman life like? Like why didn't you want to be a salaryman?
So this is typical. This is typical, but like 9 to 5 job. Wearing suits,
Yeah.
getting the park train every morning, and that's a salaryman, let's say, right? But when you say 9-5, it's not 9-5. You know, it's like a 9-8, 9-9, 9-10. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Especially if you're single. You know, this company and there's a system of a salaryman called Tanshin Funin Shutjo. So which is basically the company send you random places in Japan for 3 years, 5 years, right? And you cannot choose where you know, even if you have family in Tokyo, company gonna send you places. And then when I was 9, 8, you know, like 3rd grade elementary school, my dad was in my home. You know, my dad was in Toyama, which is like, you know, 3 hours away from the place we used to live. And just because the company sent him to Toyama out of nowhere, you know, very countryside, and then he was coming back like every month or something, you know, once a month or something, and that's so sad, right? Like, you know, it's basically the good example. Working to live, not live to work. You know what I mean? Yeah, work, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, yeah.
So is that every salaryman job?
not every, but like
A lot.
you cannot choose.
Okay. Is there a lot of companies that do it?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
So why don't they move the whole family? Wouldn't that make sense? Too expensive or
Yeah, I think money-wise, I think
Wow, that's crazy.
It's convenient for company, right?
Wow.
And all my friends even my friends from university in Tokyo, the company sent him to Nagoya. He was fine, okay, because he was single, you know, he doesn't have family, kids, but you know, it happened the same way to the people who actually have families, right? So I think that's that. Yeah.
So you never wanted that?
And if you say no to that offer, like you cannot promote it anymore, you cannot get promoted anymore, and stuff like that. So people gonna say yes usually, and then it's not like 4 years, at least like almost like 2-3 years, 5 years. So you know they're gonna sacrifice the time, you know, and then coming back every month or whatever, you know. But my dad used to be able to come back every month just because it was Toyama, but you know it can be like Fukuoka, it can be Hokkaido, so you know it can be like 3 times a year, right? So yeah,
Wow.
that's why I know when I have kids, when I get married, I don't want to live like that.
Oh wow.
I want to
okay.
choose where to live. You know,
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean I think it's getting easier maybe, you know, but like still.
Because if your family could go with you, that's fine. But if your
Yeah.
family can't come, how do you?
No, I mean, but you cannot really do that because of the you know children's elementary school and everything. Like you know you can't really do that easily, right? And
True.
Japanese people love the stability. You know what I mean? So
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow. It's good. I like it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And this was like 9:30. So maybe like 750 with the current exchange rate.
But living in Canada getting really expensive, right?
Yeah, people complain a lot. But some of the online entrepreneurs that I know, they're doing well because they're, you know, like if you know how to do social media, you can make a lot of money. I think a lot of people don't understand how it works, or they don't know that it's like one of the best things to do, right?
I think social media is one of the easiest way to make money right now, right? Yeah, I think it's one of the easiest.
I don't think it's always going to be like this. I think it might change, but I think right now people need, if they want to do it, they should. Because, yeah, fairly straightforward.
What advice would you give?
I think you, because you're bigger than I am, give them some advice about social media. Like if someone is thinking about doing it, what would you say to them?
Okay.
I would say do something you like. Because even if you're making money, if you're bored and you hate it, you won't last. That's what I think. Because I'm like, I've done stuff where I made good money or whatever, I'm like, but I don't like it. So I'm like, I'm not the type of person to continue if I don't like it. I have to love what I'm doing. Even if I'm making money, I'm just like, I don't care. So for me, my advice is, if you love it, you can do it for a long term. But if you hate it, even if you're making money, you're gonna be like, you're gonna burn out really quick and then you're gonna stop. But what do you think?
So I think it needs to be balanced. Only I think if you do what you like, that's what only you do. I think you're not gonna be able to make money, right? So it needs to be balanced. You know, you need to do something you can do it, but you don't necessarily like it, and then like you still need to choose to do what you like. You know, so like you know what I mean. Like it needs to be balanced. You know, because but you know like
to make money indeed.
I mean, because you said that like if you keep doing what you don't like but keeping money, it won't last. But still, like if you keep doing what you like and if you don't get money, it won't last either, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. True.
Oh, but it depends. So
if you need money from that thing.
no,
But what you're saying makes sense. What you're saying
yeah.
makes sense. But what you said makes sense because it's like it's a balance, right?
Yeah.
Because something like YouTube, for instance, or social media, you got to give people what they want,
like,
right?
At the end of the day, it depends on the goal, right? If you want to make money or not, right? And if you want to, you know, yeah, it depends on your goal. But like when it comes to my situation, I needed to make money. So and my advice is that if you want to start, do it today, do it this week. You know, because
after you end the video,
yeah, because you won't do it, right? And then second, keep doing that, because I think 1%, the people who say, oh, I want to start YouTube, I want to make videos, only 1% actually start doing that, and then out of 1%, only 1% actually keep doing that, and then out of 1% actually. Out of 1% who keeps doing that, only 1% who can improve every single video. So if you can start right now, keep doing that, and it's also improving. Yeah, you'll be successful 100%. Yeah.
Wow. So like, is there any like what have you learned in terms of like maybe something to what you just gave is good advice, but something specific where someone can implement to become a better YouTuber or to experience success? Because I know sometimes people, they don't know what works and they're trying to figure out like, what do I do? They're trying to do everything. But like, what would you say to them in terms of like, okay, if you start YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is, what is one thing that they should focus on? If they want to
do research, watch videos that going viral, watch the video getting views in your genre. You know, and then you see your videos and their videos. You see the differences, and then you write down all the differences, and then you just, you know, and then you know what to do now. You know what I mean? You know, the differences is the gap, you and them. You know what I mean? That's it. So, you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good advice, actually. Write it down. Okay, I hope you guys wrote that down. Okay, cool. Takashi, thanks for joining us today. Right, it was pretty cool. You know, we learned some things. Yeah, so you can find him at Takashi from Japan. Link will be in the description down below. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up and remember to subscribe to this channel for videos of all kinds. Until next time, bye for now. Peace.